Hello once again, everybody. Immortal Dragon Lord here, bringing you guys another Skyrim special edition video, and I'm doing a follow-up video on the third item from my previous video, from the Nightingale Bow and the Eyes of the Falmer. This video will be on the Skeleton Key, a unique quest item and daedric artifact too, and I will go into further detail about that in just a second. But first, one thing I want to show you guys.
Need some gold? I may have some work for you.
Now, same thing will be with all other larceny targets, but for the final larceny target, when you give the Eye of the Falmer to Delvin, he'll say, well, his dialogue will be different. Like, he'll say the first thing about how he was looking for it, and if you find anything else like that, bring it to him and he'll pay you for it. But with the Eye of the Falmer, after that, he says
If you
this.
By the 8, you actually got your hands on it. This alone is worth more than some thieves earn in a lifetime.
And the eyes are worth 2,500 gold per eye, and as you can see, I got paid 3,200 gold just for one eye alone. And the other eye you get to keep. You can take the other eye back if you want and keep that as well, but by default, the right eye is your main prize that you get to keep. So, now that that's out of the way, now for the Skeleton Key. The Skeleton Key is a daedric artifact, like I said, but it's the daedric artifact of the daedric prince Nocturnal. You can see it is a nice looking lockpick with a bit of a key-like face about it. A piece to it, whatever you want to say. Face, piece. Very cool looking artifact. And this artifact was in Oblivion. In Oblivion, it gave you as long as you had it on your person, it gave you a permanent 40-point fortification to what was known as lockpicking back in Oblivion, to security. In Skyrim, and in Oblivion, it was indestructible. You couldn't break it even if you tried your hardest. In Skyrim, the same thing applies for it. Your sneak is not fortified, but you can still pick locks. So we'll go to this master lock, for instance, and with a regular lockpicks and a lack of the master locks perk, I have a very difficult time trying to open up master locks. But with the Skeleton Key, even when I struggle, the key does not break at this point. See? I'm deliberately forcing on it, but nothing's happening. Makes this perfect for anyone who, if you're not playing as a thief, someone who just doesn't want to invest in lockpicking. Ooh, some good stuff in here too. Looking back here after the video.
But I guess since it's you.
Yeah. Whatever you say, Garther. So yeah, that's actually what makes this item unique. You have to kill Mercer Frey as part of the blindsided quest in order to get this item. And as long as you have it on your person, you can pick any lock without the item being destroyed. However, there's a downside for it. In Oblivion, you can keep the key, and you had the option of giving it to Martin Septim in order to progress the storyline for Oblivion, but that was only one of multiple artifacts you could give to Martin in order to progress it. You had the option to do it. For the Thieves Guild, you don't really have a choice. Oh, and there's the Eye of the Falmer up there too. This place is coming along very nicely. Look at all that. But yeah, in order to progress the Thieves Guild storyline and become the Guildmaster, you are going to have to bring the Skeleton Key to a place called the Twilight Sepulchre. The only thing that sucks about this, because otherwise you won't get the achievements, you won't get any Nightingale abilities, which will be what one of my next few videos for the Thieves Guild will be on, and you will not be able to acquire the Guildmaster armor or another unique item you get from it. Hate to break it to any of those who were wondering if you could keep the key and continue the storyline, but you can't, unfortunately. That said, if you want to beat the Thieves Guild storyline, you don't really have a choice in the matter. However, if you don't care about the Thieves Guild storyline, or you've beaten it with another character, and you're not playing the Thieves Guild storyline, but rather you just want to get the Skeleton Key and use it, well, by all means do so. As long as you have the key, you don't have to invest any perks into lockpicking, which very useful. However, anyone who cannot who doesn't keep the skeleton key, but still wants to have its effect, its unbreakable, its indestructible effect, there is an alternative to this. Excuse me. If you have your lockpicking skill at 100, what you can do is once you hit 100, you get to expert locks, but instead of going up to master locks, you go up to the left to locksmith, which will have the pick start at a closer position in order to pick the lock. But after that is the main perk you would want. Unbreakable. Lockpicks never break. So getting this, even though you would not have the skeleton key on you anymore, lockpicks would essentially act the same way as the skeleton key. Which means also, if you ever got caught and sent to prison, you have one lockpick on you at all times, and you have this perk, you can easily escape jail without any issue. Very nifty, if you ask me. And what I like to do is, I'm going to get that perk, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to max out my lockpicking skill to 100, become a master in that skill, and then I will relinquish the key, and then get the perk. That way it's a bit of a win-win for me right here. You know what? Let me shut this. Nobody needs to go inside that vault. You know, actually, I'm curious. If anybody knows if there's a mod for filling up the guild vault after you've dealt with the Thieves Guild storyline, let me know. I don't know if I'm gonna... Even if it is possible, I probably won't get it. But I'm curious about it because much as I like Bethesda's games, they do sometimes slack on certain things. Get out of my way, Eric. Not good enough.
Take a look around. Have you ever laid eyes on such wealth?
And talking's just gonna, yeah. That's really all there is to it. In order to get the if you want to keep the skeleton key, well, either way, you have to do the blindsided quest. If you want to proceed with the main story for the Thieves Guild, then you have to relinquish the key, unfortunately. But if you have already beaten the Thieves Guild storyline with a particular character, or you simply don't care about the Thieves Guild storyline after that point, then you can feel free to keep the key. It'll help for any of your other characters, warriors, mages, and other rogues who aren't necessarily quite skilled with lockpicking. It's entirely up to you guys. And that concludes this video. Thank you all for watching. Please feel like, comment, subscribe if you found this helpful in any way at all. The next video I'll be doing is, well, it's going to be more Thieves Guild stuff, but it's I have another specific suit of armor I want to show off for you guys. Not as cool as the Nightingale armor, but because I'm playing an Argonian, I'm going to use that armor for a time until I become the Guild Master. So that said, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you all for watching. I bid you adieu. Take care.